Okay, next item we're going to do with our report to continue is we're going to add onto our report a sub-report. And to do this, I need my design tab opened, and I'm going to find the subform or sub-report. And when I click on that, I'm going to put it down toward the bottom, and I'm going to use an existing table or query. And actually, the one I'm going to use for this is the course offering, and I'm sorry. Make sure I get the right one here. I'm going to use the course offering and courses. Yeah, I don't know why I missed that. It should be down here toward the bottom. Course offerings and courses, the query we used earlier. I'm going to add all fields. And on this step, I want to make sure I get the right one. I'm going to use choose from list. And hit next. This this sub-report we're going to call course offerings by client. And I'm on about page 370. I'll get finish, and as it puts this at the bottom, I can, like any other control, I can move it around. Now you may get, and I just want to mention this because the book mentioned it, may get this little green triangle up here. If you click on that and click by the little exclamation point sign, it may give you some items, like for example, the report width is greater than the page width. I can adjust that. I'm going to ignore it for now and then come back later and clean it up and fix it. But if you get that, don't panic. The book explains it. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my master list, and I'm actually going to close it. Because I created my sub report, course offerings by client, it's down here. I'm going to actually open that up in Design View. And this actually jumps onto page 372. And I'm going to do a couple different things here. Notice up here I have my different headings and items that I brought in when I set it up with my fields. What I'm going to do first off is click on client number in detail, hold down Control or Shift, either one, and then I'm going to select client number up here in the header. And actually what I'm going to do is remove that by hitting delete. So I'm going to select them, hit delete, and remove those from my subform. Now just like the other report we were working on, again this is actually a part of a report, but I can always go back and preview this as I do it. And notice how it looks. And I actually need to clean this up a little bit, which is what we're going to do next. So I'm back in Design View, and to change it, what I want to do is actually move some items around, and this is around page 374, 373, 374, and what I'm going to do is move these over, and actually it's kind of an interesting trick. Again, you may want to expand these a little bit just so you have some room to play and work. See where it says course number, the report heading? If I want those to be stacked on top of each other, again, this will be how this appears on the actual report. I can click between course and number and hit enter and make those into double lines. Same with course description, total hours, and we do that for all these. Hours spent and hours remaining. And then what I need to do is pull these over and make it look a little different. We removed that one just so we didn't need it, but two, so we'll have a little bit of room in our report to do various things now. So I'm going to lay this out similarly. Did I lose hours remaining? Did I lose some word letters? I think I lost a couple letters there. And these headings will correspond to the fields down here at the bottom. So you want these to line up under them pretty closely. Now, course description is going to be a little longer, so I need to allot some room for that. So I'm going to pull this over a little bit. Again, you can spend a large amount of time getting this just right. I don't want to, bore you to death by watching me expand these or set these up. But do want to mention that you want to get these as close as you can. Again, you may want to go back and preview it, see how it looks. You'll notice the course description. Some of these may be a little bigger, and to allow for that, one thing you can do is click on here, and they mention this in your book. Page 374 is when you click on course description and your property sheet is open, there is a property called can grow. And what that means is if it exceeds the width, where is can grow? It's in here somewhere. It will, if it exceeds the width, there's can grow, it will automatically grow to the size that allows that to occur. Alright, something else they have us do here is click in this area, right click and go to fill background color with white, and that makes the background color obviously white. And now I'm going to save this and close it. And I'm going to reopen the master report now, which is called master list, and notice what it looks like in preview mode. Down here I have my, this is what my subform looks like. Now what I may want to do is, and this isn't perfect yet by any means, go to print preview and see how it's a little too wide. I may need to come in and shrink that down a little bit. So it's good to check that. And again, I'm going to go back into the design view and play around with this. So I can actually move this around a little bit. Maybe pull this in. Or I may need to actually go back in to design view on my subform to play with that for a little bit. While I have this master open, I want to do one more thing here. Is I want to go under the header and make sure I get this in the right spot. I'm going to right click. Sorry, I'm going to have the properties open. And this corresponds to here's what I was missing. I click up here in the header, and there's an option called repeat section. Hit yes, and what that will do is on each section, it'll take the header and repeat it. So apologize for that taking a few seconds. I knew I was getting it, I just couldn't find the right page. It's on page 377 in your book.